behind it. Let's go to the Basketball Africa League that is currently going on. The Sahara Conference is currently going on brilliantly in the Dakar right now, and Nigeria has been represented by Rivers Hoopers, who are doing incredibly well. Now, before the tip-off of this particular conference, I'm not sure too many people gave Rivers Hoopers any kind of chance. Well, this man is already confessing, raising his hand up. Kind of
Oh, you didn't give him a chance.
Yes. No?
It's eggs on my face.
Very few people actually gave Rivers Hoopers any kind of a chance to do well, maybe because of their previous antecedents in this competition. But now, when we're grouped against the likes of APR of Rwanda, AS Douane of Senegal, and of course 2022 champions US Monastir, you know, nobody really gave them that chance of doing well. But against all odds, they've won 3 consecutive games. Today again, they actually routed US Monastir 86 to 63, I believe.
Yeah, 63, correct. 84 to 63.
84 to 63. Showing real talents. I'm talking about Rivers Hoopers, and they're now looking good to get into the playoffs. Okay?
Definitely they are, and I must say that I was also someone who was very skeptical about them doing very well in the BAL. I remember sharing on this platform a couple of weeks ago saying that for me, their group seemed to be the group of death, in my own opinion. I was not so optimistic. I felt that they had little time to gel together, considering the fact that they also got 5 new players. And for me, I just felt like they didn't have enough time to gel together as a team, both the local-based players and the foreign-based players. But my, oh my, even the foreign-based players, they are the ones that have really been putting on a good show for them. The first 2 games, we had Divine AK and Will, who put up with 31 points each. Today, it was Kevin Amayo, 30 points. So it seems like 30 seems to be a magic number for
31, 30. Yeah,
exactly.
They're
so
about in the same range.
It seems to be a magical number for the Rivers Hoopers. They are doing so well. 3-0. And, the team is ecstatic. I was following them on social media. The team is very much happy as well. And honestly, I think kudos is to be given to them for the way they've displayed, good basketball so far. In terms of tactical awareness as well, they've been one of the best for me. I think the perimeter play has been very strong from them. And I think that, the ball flow as well, considering the fact that they've not spent so much time together, they look like a well-oiled machine. So for me, it's good to see. However, this is the Sahara Conference. We want them to qualify from this, get into the playoffs, and put Nigeria on the map when we talk about basketball.
Well, there's another game currently going on right now in this particular conference as well. It's AS Douane, who are the host team, also facing off against APR of Rwanda. We'll give you that live score on the screen in just a few minutes. But guys, if this continues this way, there you go. It's APR currently trailing AS Douane by a single point. It's been a tight game so far. I think this is the second quarter. It's end-to-end between both of these teams, and if it stays this way, somebody has to stay behind Rivers Hoopers, hoping to get into that second playoff spot. But it's looking tight, gentlemen. But because Rivers Hoopers seems to be running away with this particular one.
Yeah, I'm joining Wale and Okwe in saying we gave them very little chance because we spoke about the lack of action on the domestic scene, not having enough time to gel, and then getting into a competition of this nature, and then using the games to begin to understand their play and all of that. But they've really surprised me with the way they've played, with the dominance they've shown, and I think it's good for Nigeria. Whichever way you look at it, we may argue the fact that, look, this is a tournament that you bring people from outside to play for you and all of that. But the fact that they are representing Nigeria and they're flying the flag so proudly should be commended. So I hope, as we said, they can get out of this Sahara Conference, get to the main playoffs, and show this same level of dominance.
Yeah. And that guy wearing number 12, that guy has been a major difference maker. It's really improved the squad. I saw the first game, and you could see that he really transformed the team. And I think it was last week I profiled Will Perry.
Yeah, true.
I think it was last season. He scored the most points. Got another sportsmanship
so
award as well.
Excellent recruitment from Rivers.
So the recruitment has been on point. Kelvin Amayo, Divine AK, they've really transformed Rivers Hoopers, and I'm not surprised that they've been able to start really well. I never gave them a chance, and now that they've been able to pass these 3 tests, why can't they go all the way?
That should be the dream.
It's but Will Perry did win in today's game, 19 points and 9 assists.
He had 31 in the last game. 31 points.
He's been a key part of this particular squad as well. Queen, Her Majesty the Queen Moseph, has joined us from Dakar, where she's been celebrating Rivers Hoopers' win today over US Monastir. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, that's a royal smile. Congratulations, Queen. 3 wins out of 3. I'm sure the good people of Port Harcourt, River State, and even those there in Dakar are absolutely delighted.
Absolutely, we are delighted. It feels so good to win, and it feels so good to realize that all the work that you have put in, you're seeing the result on the court. Few months ago, when we started off putting this team together, it was a bit of a headache. We're like, are we sure we're doing the right thing? The management had to put their heads together. We had to also rally around the coach, not leave the job completely for him. What are we going to put together? What set of players do we need? What kind of players or what areas, what positions do we need to fill? Where do we need to beef up and all that? All that put together in the last few months, and you're seeing the results today. And I'm so excited. The team is excited. The coaching crew are excited that all the work is now coming to good result, positive results. And I'm sure that the River State government are also excited because they also had our backing as well, coupled with the fact that the BA also put all of this together. So it's excitement galore. Nobody gave us a chance because there is this thing about Nigerian teams not doing well at the BAL. So when they saw the Nigerian team, they're like, we'll just come and complete the numbers. But somewhere it had a bit of hope because when you see the recruitments that we had done, experience, quality put together, they knew that this is going to be a force. But I know there were still some people that still have doubt that Nigerian teams are not serious. They don't always have this sort of organization. They don't always compete. They don't even have a league. So how do they compete? So, but I'm happy that the work we've been preparing, even though we don't have a league since the beginning of the year. We used the Louis Edem Invitational Basketball Championship last month to prepare ourselves. I'm happy that it wasn't enough, but the little things we had to do to make sure that the foreign imports that joined our team joined up 1 month before we got to Dakar. We also got in 6 days before jump ball in Dakar. So all of that put together was enough time for us to understand each other. The players were able to understand each other, blend with the foreign imports, also instill the coaching style on them as well. And also in terms of organization, chemistry, blend it together on and off the court in terms of relationship and all that put together. Experience as well, all put together the results you are seeing right there on court. For those who didn't give us a chance, I hope this is enough to prove a point that Nigerian teams are beginning to turn this around. We don't just want to make up the numbers, we want to compete because look at it, our national teams, when it comes to basketball, we are a force in Africa. But at the BAL, we are not a force. We are just like, oh, they gave us the automatic ticket. We are just competing because of the automatic ticket. So, but I'm happy that this time around, a Nigerian team, interestingly and luckily, it's my team that is justifying the automatic ticket given to the Nigerian team.
Well, it seems that Rivers Hoopers will be facing AS Douane again in their next game. I'm sure those ones, the Senegalese, they are spoiling you for revenge. But looking ahead to that game, just how has the reception been from the fans there in Dakar, especially how dominant Rivers Hoopers have been?
The fans love their basketball, no doubt. I love the Senegalese fans. Like I was here last year when I watched the BAL Sahara Conference, and I saw how they rally behind their team. There's this thing, there's no segregation between football and basketball. Like what we see in Nigeria where you put football first, then basketball, and maybe athletics next and all that. You don't get to see that in Senegal. Basketball and football are like side by side. And you know that they have the size. They have big guys and girls of the same size. So they make use advantage of their size to make sure they play basketball. And everywhere you turn around in Senegal, there's always a court around you. So they take basketball seriously. And they rallied around their fans in that first game. But my guys or my players were determined. We're not after the noise, the chant. You might have the chant, the support, but we want to win. We are here to win. We are determined to win.
And yes, you've won. You've won 3 consecutive games. Yeah. So
we did. Yeah, we did.
Okay, actually, that's a question for you before we let you go. Okay.
All right, Queen. You basically just had a couple of weeks, or should I just say days, to gel the local-based players and the foreign-based players together. And then I take a look at the games that you've played so far. The perimeter play is on point. Ball distribution is also good as well. So in my own opinion, or rather in your own opinion, in how many days was the team able to gel together and to put these performances together in this past couple of days?
Precisely, we had a month. We had a month to prepare. This import joined us from April. It joined us from April. Immediately, we finished the Louis Adam Invitational Basketball Championship, which ended last week of March. The guys joined us like first week of April. So you see, first week of April, we had the whole of April to prepare, and then before a few days getting into Dakar. So we had good 1 month for the foreign imports to blend with the local guys. So it was not just a matter of days. If it was days, I'm not sure we'll be seeing that kind of ball movement you are seeing on the court. You want to attest to it that the ball movement of the River Supers is fantastic. The perimeter play is fantastic, and the way they distribute the ball, the number of assists you get to see, you understand that these players understand each other. You could know where Divine AK is. Will Perry could know where John Wilkins is, or where the likes of Peter Olismeka is to pass the ball to him. So this will not be done in days. This was actually put together in a month. So they joined up in Port Harcourt in a month. They were in Port Harcourt in a month. Just that we try not to allow distractions come to the team. I know that a lot of people were expecting that, for us to be giving update and that. We had to take away the media space from them. Let them focus on what was on court. And on my part, as a media manager of the team, I had to make sure that whatever news was coming out of the team, I allowed coach focus on coaching and also instilling his style of play on the new players, as the foreign players or the local players. And before you started seeing news from the team, it was like 3 weeks or going to the fourth week. So they had a 1 month to prepare. The only thing we were getting out of the team was announcement of the team that we've recruited. Apart from that, there was nothing. So we had to make sure they focused on coaching, on preparation. They have stayed for 1 month. So you would have seen this was a number of days. They had 1 full month to prepare.
Okay. Her Majesty the Queen, thank you so much. Congratulations to the entire team as well. We here on Game On, we are continue to root for very, very strongly for River Supers, who are doing Nigeria proud. And once again, congratulations on behalf of the entire people here at Game On. We'll be talking to you much later. So hopefully you get your 4th, 5th, and 6th win at the Basketball Africa League Sahara Conference in Dakar. Hopefully. Thank you very much, Your Majesty.
Our target is to make the playoffs, so hopefully.
It's going with the way you're going, I think it's basically more of a certainty. But thank you so much again, Queen Moseph, for joining us.